So that sucked.
Cool. All right. And slowly begin to make your way into Balasana, child's pose. Toes touch, knees extended are together, arms at your sides or out in front of you. And taking the time to initiate this practice, acknowledge it. You're in a space that likely you do a lot of things in, but it's transforming into your practice space just for the 30 minutes we have together. Noticing any physical sensations, temperatures of your skin, texture of your clothes, the weight of your body on the floor. Maybe there's the taste of coffee in your mouth. These are the horses. And then directing attention to the breath. Feeling the intake of oxygen coming through the nasal passageways, filling up the lungs. And then the release out. And then inhale, the expansion, expanding. The deflating sensation, the emptying sensation. And then finding where the mind is at and just giving a little check-in. And I kind of like the idea of the mind as reins because it gives it sort of a sense of agency, a little bit of authority. It gets to discern the direction. It's like very much in control. And then settling into a state of awareness and observation without judgment, leaning into curiosity and investigation. And from here, we'll gently come into a tabletop, stacking shoulders over wrists, hips over knees, and engage in the Ujjayi breath. Inhale in through the nose. And exhale out through the mouth, HA. Seal your lips, inhale in through the nose. Exhale out through the nose. And then taking that breath and flowing it with movement. Inhale for a cow pose, drop your belly, lift the gaze. And exhale for a cat pose, press the palms into the mat, round the spine, tuck the chin. And inhale, cow pose, tail up, gaze up, chest up. And exhale, cat pose, press, round, tuck. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Take any liberties that your body is asking for, any liberties with creativity. Notice what joints are craving your attention, be it wrists, shoulders, hips, maybe not a joint at all. Perhaps it's your toes or your spine. And after you've explored here, Coming back to a neutral tabletop. Inhale to tuck under your toes. And exhale, press back downward, facing dog, hips high, heels low, rooting the hands into the mat. Index, knuckle finger, thumb, knuckle mound. Inhale, come onto your tippy toes. And exhale, bend your knees a lot. Tailbone flaring up towards the ceiling. Palms actively pressing. And in between this activation and activity in the arms and lengthening of the vertebrae, relaxing anywhere, but doesn't need to be holding tension, like the face or the tongue or the jaw. And keeping with this lengthening sensation, letting the heels drift down, but keeping that with you throughout the rest of your practice. Inhale, look to the front of your mat. Exhale, move there. Forward fold, Ragdoll Uttanasana. Picking any arm variation that suits you most in this moment. Be it Ragdoll, grabbing for opposite elbows, or shoulder expansion. Maybe interweaving the fingers at the base of your skull, kind of near the neck. Maybe you try on a few different hats. Experiment. And then releasing any grip that you've taken, and choose your feet for sun salutations. You can either toe heel the feet to touch or leave some distance to create more stability in your practice. And gently, vertebrae by vertebrae, unfurl the spine. And come to standing Samastiti, same or and equal on all sides standing pose. You can pick up your toes, plant them back down, feel into all four corners of your feet, and settle into your center, knowing that we're always kind of orbiting ever so slightly, just like our solar systems, just like Earth and the moon. And finding your center. And from here, leaving space to set intention, be it your intention is to be in a state of awareness and attention. Maybe you're working on attracting something into your life. It's an I am and I have statement. Maybe it's in the present tense. Inhale, breathe that in. And exhale, release it out, HA. And you can choose to keep the eyes closed or flutter the eyes open. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, sweep the arms up. And pause here, pressing the feet into the ground. This activates the legs, tapping into the bandhas, Uddiyana Mula Bandha, relaxing the shoulders. Inhale, you can look up if the gaze allows, directing, maybe even the head falls back, maybe palms touch. And exhale, forward fold, hinge the hips, dive down. Inhale, halfway lift, reset, lengthen. Exhale, top of a push-up, Dandasana, staff pose. Option to come down to knees. Option to come down to forearms. Either way, this is the first time we're really building heat in this sequence. We're really turning towards challenge and showing up for ourselves in uncomfortable moments. Noticing the narrative that activates when we are in physical challenge. Inhale, shift forward, and exhale, lower all the way down to the belly. Flatten the tops of the feet to the mat. Keep the arms near your rib cage. And inhale for Cobra Pose, Bhujangasana. Lift the head, neck, and chest, pressing tops of the feet into the mat. And exhale to lower. Inhale, Cobra Pose, Bhujangasana. Lift the head, neck, and chest. Little to no weight in the hands, pressing the pelvis down. Exhale to lower. And this last time through, you want to tend to fingertips and have the elbows face up towards the ceiling. You're welcome to join me. Inhale for this version of Cobra Pose. Maybe even pausing for a moment, feeling the compression in the lumbar spine. Inhale here. Exhale, lower. Bring hands back towards your chest. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog, hips high, heels low. And we'll flow Sane twice more, and hopefully get the chance to add on a couple more things before we have to seal out class. Inhale in through the nose. Exhale out through the nose. Inhale, look to the front. Exhale, move there, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, reset, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, rise with your breath, sweep the arms up. Exhale, cactus the arms, baby back bend, shine the sternum up. Run through the collarbones, the clavicle. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, forward fold, hinge the hips, dive down. Inhale, halfway lift, reset, lengthen. Knees can be bent. Exhale, top of push-up, Dandasana, staff pose. Again, option to come down to knees or forearms. And the cues through traditional chaturanga. I know that you know this, so inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower down halfway, chaturanga, Dandasana. Inhale, up dog, pressing tops of feet into the mat. Legs are engaged, chest is lifted. Exhale, press back. Downward facing dog, hips high, heels low. Inhale in through the nose. Exhale out through the nose. Noticing where the mind has gone. If there's some internal chatter or something that is distracting or drawing you for practice, kind of directing the reins back in. Inhale in through the nose. Exhale out through the nose. Inhale, look to the front. Exhale, move there, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, reset, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, sweep the arms up. Exhale, Samasthiti, come back to zero, come back to neutral. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, cactus the arms, baby back bend. Inhale, Urdhva. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, chaturanga, skip it. Doesn't flow any version that is going to suit you best in this moment. And we'll meet back in downward facing dog. Inhale, Ujjayi. Exhale, Ujjayi. Inhale, right leg lifts, reach, extend right leg behind. Exhale, scorpion dog, stack right hip over left hip. You can roll through the ankle clockwise, counterclockwise. Roll the femur in the hip socket. Inhale, three-legged dog, reach, extend, come back to center. And exhale, step it through, low lunge. Feet are on separate tracks. You pop up the foot if you need to, the front foot, and we'll flow through cat-cow lunges. You can tent to fingers or use blocks. Inhale, cow lunge, dip your back knee, shine your chest forward. And exhale, cat lunge, rock the hips back, work towards straightening the front leg, rounding to the spine. And staying here for a moment, noticing where there's really like loud parts that are being isolated in your body and parts that are a little more subtle, a little more soft. And continuing to flow. Inhale, cow lunge, dipping the back knee, shining your chest. Exhale, cat lunge. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, drop the back knee down on tuck your toes. Inhale, come into grounded crescent lunge, sometimes called crescent moon. Back knees down, arms are lifted. And also relaxing the shoulders though, so they're not popping up in your ears. Inhale, find length in the spine. Exhale, sweep the arms behind you, press your chest forward, Takasana arms. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, open twist towards the right. Left arm is forward, right arm is back. Right ribs are rolling behind, left ribs are rolling forward. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, plant the palms, frame your front foot. Inhale, tuck under the back toes. Exhale, engage the back leg. Inhale, spin down your back heel, setting up for warrior one. Exhale, settle. Inhale, warrior one, arms up, chest lifts. And this is the one lunge that we're getting into class. So right thigh bone bumps back into the right hip socket, left hip may bump forward. You may have to scooch the right foot out, finding stability in your foundation. Maybe you want to peek up. That feels like a safe range of motion in the neck. Inhale here. Exhale, plant the palms, frame your front foot, activate that back heel. Inhale, look to the front, bend your back knee. Exhale, step forward, forward fold at the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, reset, lengthen your spine. Exhale, send the right leg back so your left leg is forward. We'll flow through cat-cow lunges, tenting the fingers or using blocks. Inhale, cow pose, drop the belly or drop the back knee, lift the chest. Exhale, cat lunge, rocking hips back, working towards straightening. But if you're hypermobile, you actually want to build structure. So you want to bend the knee, really just finding what is going to serve you the best today and listening to the body. The body likely knows better than I do. And we'll continue flowing. Inhale, cow lunge. Exhale, cat lunge. Inhale, cow lunge. Exhale, cats. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, drop the back knee down, untuck your toes. Inhale, grounded crescent, sweep the arms up. And exhale, sweep the arms behind you, press your chest forward. Inhale, bring the arms back up. And exhale, open twist towards the left. Left fingertips back, right fingertips forward, twisting and turning in the chest, the torso, relaxing the jaw. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, plant your palms, frame your front foot. Inhale, engage the back toes. Exhale, engage your back leg. Inhale, spin the back heel down, setting up for warrior one. And maybe here, this is where you scooch the left foot out if you need to. And inhale, warrior one, arms up, chest lifts. I'm pausing here to set this up, just like warrior two. This is a warrior pose. You know this pose. How is it the same as the pose you've done a million times? How can it be different? Does it need to be different? And just noticing all of that. Inhale here. Exhale, plant the palms, frame your front foot. Inhale, activate the back ankle. And exhale, send the left leg back to meet the right, coming into high plank. And pause here. I took the pose aerobics class last night and we did high plank, but we popped our feet to the side. So I thought we could maybe imitate that today. So extend the right leg out and then bring it back to center. Extend the left leg out, bring it back towards center. Oh my God, why would we do this? Right leg out, back to center, left leg out, back to center, right leg out, back, left, back. Okay. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower all the way down to the belly. Inhale, cobra pose, Bhujangasana. Lift the head, neck, and chest. Exhale, lower. Inhale, tabletop. And exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Hips high, heels low. Inhale, three-legged dog. Reach to extend left leg behind. Exhale, scorpion dog. Left hip over right hip. Stacking the hips. Taking any movement you need in the foot or the thigh. Noticing the distribution of weight in your hands, how it's shifted. Inhale, three-legged dog, reach, extend. And exhale, come back down to downward facing dog. Go ahead and drop knees down to the mat. Sink the hips off towards one side. And we'll do a forward fold. You can choose to do Baddha Konasana, or you can choose to do Paschimottanasana. Whatever is gonna bring you the most satisfaction. And you're moving the glutes out from underneath you, letting the pelvic bowl tilt down. Inhale, find length in your spine. And exhale, fold forward. At the end of class, I like to leave a generous distance in between my heels and my pelvis so then I can really round through the spine. If you choose to have the heels close to the pelvis, keeping the spine more active. And in Yin last night, Veronica kind of lectured on the piriformis and sciatica, and two things that either help with it if you have it or help prevent it is adducting, which is what we're doing if you're doing a Baddha Konasana fold. You're doing that gentle adduction, and also hamstring stretch, which we're not really doing, although you might be if you're doing Paschimottanasana. Vertebrae by vertebrae, unfurl your spine, lifting the chest, walk the hands back towards your hips. If your legs are in Baddha Konasana, closing the knees like you would close a book, and come to lay on your back. Bringing it back down. When you get there, you may want to roll around on the flat part of your back, your sacrum. Then we'll make our way into a figure 4, right ankle on top of the left thigh, supine pigeon. Left foot can be planted. This can be plenty, this can be enough. You may choose to interweave the fingers at the base of your thigh or on top of your shin. And giving yourself a breath to be here. I love holding half pigeon for time, but time is almost working against us in this class, so we won't be here for super long. By generating that same kind of receptivity and deep listening that you would even if you were here for a very long time. And then begin to bring right leg over left thigh, coming into eagle legs. This can be plenty, or you can choose to bring the right shin behind the left calf muscle, plant the feet down, and then drop the legs towards the left. Right arm goes out like half of a T. Gaze can follow your right fingertips, gaze can be up. And this is a spinal rinse and twist at the end of class, kind of help re-stabilize the nervous system. And then bring the knees back in towards center, unthread your legs, and we'll switch the legs out. Bring left ankle on top of right thigh, coming into figure 4, supine pigeon. And taking the version that is going to serve you best this morning. Maybe different than you did on the other side. It may be different than what you practiced last time. All are good options. And trying to kind of embrace silence in teaching. I think that silence is actually, holding silence for others is actually a generous gift, and the space doesn't always have to be filled with distraction or voice. And then bringing left leg over right thigh, coming into eagle legs. You can choose to bring left shin behind right calf muscle this time. Plant the feet down, let the legs fall towards the right. Left arm goes out like half of a T. Gaze can follow. Gaze can be up. Gentle supine rinse. Twist. Noticing where the soft part of your belly is, the ribs. And bring the knees back towards center. Hug the knees in towards your chest. And sealing class with either a happy baby pose, or for outside or inside edges. Or if you prefer, you can bring the soles of your feet to touch. And that way the whole spine may be making contact with the floor. And coming into cannonball shape, Apanasana, wrapping the arms around your shins. Inhale, breathe in. And exhale, release into Shavasana, final rest. And I will let you know when it's time to come up and out of the practice. And slowly begin to invite movement back into your body, be it subtle or super noticeable through the different fingers or toes. Maybe it's more center. When you're ready, bring the arms above you, lengthening them over your head. Hug the knees in towards your chest and choose if you want to roll over onto the left side, which is going to be more reflective, or the right side, more active, more solar. It's the beginning of the day. May make more sense. Using the bicep like a pillow, coming into a fetal position, extending gratitude to yourself for doing this practice, which is both so good for you physically and also it really cultivates a mental discipline as well. And honoring the lineage of this practice, going back to India with its roots in ancient texts like the Vedas and teachers like Swami Vivekananda. And also honoring the land that I'm on, the unceded ancestral land of the Coast Salish people, Duwamish people. I'm occupying that territory and honoring the traditions that the Indigenous people really valued and cultivated. May they make more presence in our current day situation. And if it feels authentic to you, begin to press yourself up to a seat. And we'll meet with hands at heart center in the Anjali Mudra gesture, which represents non-dualism, coming together of oppositional forces, kind of these abstract dual forces that are very simplifying, good, bad, left and right, and hands meeting at heart center, creating space for nuance and depth and complexity. And bringing hands from heart center to third eye, strengthening connection between your heart and your mind, and bowing forward to seal and class, honoring the whole self, both luminous and the shadowy aspects. Peace and thank you.